In this video, we are going to take up one more Python program, how to print the star pattern in right angle triangle shape. So here, this is a right angle triangle shape wherein you have the star to be printed. So how to do that? Now here, this pattern is arranged in rows and also in a column side. So that means it will going to be in the form of a matrix. So here I can use the for loops. One is for rows and the other one is for columns. How to use it? You will have a simple code. Num equals int input, enter the number of rows. How many number of rows you want to print the pattern? So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So the output will be enter the number of rows is 5. So for I in range 1 comma num plus 1. Why I want 1 comma num plus 1? Because I want to start from 1 till 5. So I have to have the 6 rows. That means in the range function it will go start from the beginning till to the end. End will be less than 1 what you want. Since you want 5 rows, I have to have 6 rows. So what is num? Num is the number of rows. So if I give 1 comma 5, what happens? If I just give 1 comma num, then what happens? You are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Since I want the 5th row also, then I have to give 1 comma num plus 1. Then if you see here, for I in range, for j in range, what happens? So first it will going to be rows. Okay. Then the second will going to be the column. That is how the matrix is being represented. For suppose this is the first row, first column. How many stars I want? I want to print 1 star. In second row, 2 columns, you have 2 stars. In third row, 3 columns, you have 3 stars. In fourth row, 4 columns, you are going to have 4 stars. In fifth row, 5 columns, you will going to have 5 stars. So that means if you have 1 row, then you are going to have 1 column. So that means in jth row, what happens? If you have num as the number of rows, so you have to have 1 comma num. But can I have 1 comma num? That is not possible. Why? Because I is nothing but the first iteration. I is the first iteration. Suppose if I say I is 1, then what should be the column? The column means you should have 1 and 2. Why it should be 2? Because once it prints the star, it should go to this. Then only it has to come to the next line. So if I want to have 1 row, 1 column, then I cannot have just 1 because it will not execute to the loop at all. It goes to the start and it comes out. So it will never print the column itself. So that means if I want to have the first row to be printed, then I have to have that should go inside the loop. If you want to go to the inside the loop, it should have more than 1. It's because one time it has to be executed. So at least you should have 1 comma 2. So for that reason, if I have 1, j will be 1 comma I plus 1. What is that? 1 plus 1 will becomes 2. So once j becomes 1, 1 is less than 2, condition is true. Print star, it will print that and it will go to this point. That is why you have it end. Then it will go for the second row, second column. So j will be equal to 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Is 2 is less than 2, condition is false. So it comes out, then it goes to the next line by printing this. Then again it will go for the increment. That we will go to see when I will take up the explanation part of it. Now I will say this is the star pattern, how it will going to be printed. Now, when it comes to the tracing, you can see this is how you will going to have the pattern. You have I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, J will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first row, first column you are going to have 1 star. Second row, two columns will have 2 stars. Third row, 3 columns will have 3 stars. Fourth row, 4 columns will going to have 4 stars. Fifth row, 5 columns will have 5 stars. So this is how you are going to have the coding. So enter the number of rows. Once it executes this line, it comes to the number of rows. I am entering 5. For I in range 1 comma num plus 1. So what happens? Num value is 5. So 5 plus 1 it becomes 6. So I in the range of 1 comma 6. Then j in the range of I 1 comma. If the value of I is equal to 1, it should become 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Then print star and print. So this is how it will be doing that. Now let us have the tracing. So the moment when I say I in range of 1 comma 6, what will be the value of I? I will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then j will be in range of 1 comma I plus 1. When the value of I becomes 1, what will be the value of j? J will be 1 comma 2. So that means you will have 1 column will be executed at least. When I is equal to 1 is less than 6, condition is true. Then comes to the jth loop, j is equal to 1, so 1 is less than 2, condition is true, print star. So when value of I is equal to 1 and the value of j is equal to 1, it will print star in this. Immediately it will go to this. Then what happens? J is equal to 1 plus 1, it becomes 2, 2 is less than 2, condition is false. So it comes out of the jth loop. Once it comes out of the jth loop, you are still in the ith loop. Then it will cease this, print. So the cursor automatically comes to the next line. It comes out of the inner loop, print, the cursor moves to the next line. Then we will go for the second case. Then what it does, I is equal to 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Now the cursor is here. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, is 2 is less than 6, condition is true. Then it will enter into the ith loop, j is equal to 1 plus I. What is the value of I now? I is 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So for j in range 1 comma 3, how many number of times it will execute? It will execute 2 times, that is 1 comma 2. So first it will take the value of j as 1. Is 1 is less than 3, condition is true. Print star. So it will print. Second row, first column will have 1 star. So it prints that. Then since you want to continue in the same line, so the cursor will come here. Then j is equal to 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Is 2 is less than 3, condition is true. Print star. What it does? It prints star in second row, second column. So second row, second column, it prints star, it moves to the next column, that is here. Then j is equal to 2 plus 1, it becomes 3. 3 is less than 3, condition is false. It comes out of the inner loop. So that means it will comes out of this. The moment when it sees the print function, the cursor moves to the next line. So next row. That is, it comes to this. Similarly, now we go for the third row. How it will going to be incremented. So I is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 is less than 6, condition is true. Then j is equal to I plus 1. Value of I is 3. 3 plus 1 it becomes 4. So j is in the range of 1 comma 4. That means 1 comma 2 comma 3. That means you can print 3 stars. So j is equal to 1. Is 1 is less than 4. Condition is true. Print star. So it will print. Third row, first column will going to print this star. That is this one. Then j is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 is less than 4. Condition is true. So here print star and it goes to the next column. That is third row, second column. Third row, second column will print this. Then j is equal to 2 plus 1, it becomes 3. Is 3 is less than 4, condition is true. Print star. So third row, third column will go to, again you have a print. So then it moves to the next column. Then j is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Is 4 is less than 4, condition becomes false. Then it comes out of the inner loop. So here it comes out of the inner loop, and the moment when it's then after coming out of the inner loop, it will execute the print function. So the cursor moves to the next line. So that means the cursor will come here. Then I becomes 3 plus 1, it becomes 4. That is I is equal to 4. There is 4 is than 6, condition is true. Then j is equal to I plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 1, it becomes 5. What is the range function of j? 1 comma 5. So that means you will have 4 stars. First, initially it will take the value of j as 1. Is 1 is less than 5, condition is true, print star. So that means in 4th row, first column, it will go to print star. Then similarly, j is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 2 is less than 5, condition is true, then print star. So 4th row, second column, it will go to print star, and then it moves to here. Then j is equal to 2 plus 1, it becomes 3, 3 is less than 5, condition is true. So print star. So that means 4th row, third column, it will go to print star. Okay. Then it comes to this 4th row, 4th column. Then j is equal to 3 plus 1, it becomes 4, 4 is less than 5, condition is true, print star. So 4th row, 4th column, it will go to print, then the cursor move to the 5th column. Is j is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, is 5 is less than 5, condition becomes false. It comes out of the inner loop. The moment after the coming out of the inner loop, it will execute the print function. So cursor moves to the next line. That is, cursor moves to the 5th row. Next. Now here, then I is equal to 4 plus 1, it becomes 5, I is less than 6, condition is true. So that means you will come to the 5th row. Then j is equal to I plus 1. What is the value of I now? I value is 5. 5 plus 1, it becomes 6. So j in range of 1 comma 6. 1 comma 6 means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then j is first initialized with j is equal to 1, 1 is less than 6, condition is true. Then print star. So 5th row, first column will go to print this star. Then j is equal to 1 plus 1, it becomes 2, 2 is less than 6, condition is true, then print star. So 5th row, second column will go to print this. Again, j is equal to 2 plus 1, it becomes 3, 3 is less than 6, condition is true, print star. That is 5th row, third column will go to print star. Then after that, j is equal to 3 plus 1, it becomes 4, 4 is less than 6, condition is true, print star. So 5th row, 4th column is star. Then again, j is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, 5 is less than 6, condition is true, print star. So 5th row, 5th column will go to print star and moves to the next column. Then j is equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to 6, 6 is less than 6, condition becomes false, so it comes out of the inner loop. Then it will see the print function. The cursor moves to the next row, that is 6th row, it is not there. Then I is equal to 5 plus 1, it becomes 6, 6 is less than 6, condition it comes out of the outer loop also. This is the pattern in which you will be able to print the right angle triangle of a star by using the matrix. Now, we will try to execute the same thing by using a program. So to do that, so first I will come to this. Now I will go for num int input, num equals int input, enter the row number, enter the number of rows or enter the row number, whatever it is. Enter the number of rows. Okay. Once you enter, then for I in range 1 comma num plus 1, then for j in range 1 comma I plus 1. Okay. Then print star comma end equals. Okay. Then after executing this, once it comes out of the j loop, I will have a print function. So this is how you will be able to execute the program. So now let us see how much it will go to take. So I will go for the debug Python file. I will say enter the number of rows. I will say 5. So this is how it will going to print the star, 5 rows and 5 columns. Now I want to execute, suppose if I want to give more, let us see how much it will going to be. Like I want 7 rows or 8 rows. So you are going to get 8 number of rows with 8 number of columns with the star. Now we are going to try to execute one by one how this will going to be formed. Okay. So to do that, I will go for Python debugger file. Then I will come to this, enter the number of rows is 5. Okay. For I, first I initially will take the value of I as 1. Then what is the value of j? J is also being considered as 1. So print star. So first it will go to print 1 star. Then the cursor moves to the next column. Then j, it will try to increment 2. 2 is less than 2? No, it comes out. Automatically it comes out. Then it comes to the print function. Still the cursor you observe. You are in the second column only. Once it prints this line, once it executes this line, observe the cursor what happens here. It will go to the next line automatically. Now, then I is incremented now. What will going to happen now? I becomes 2. Then what is the value of j? J becomes 1. Because 1 comma 3. So initially value. Print is second row first column. So you have second row first column, print star. It will print star. Then the cursor moves to the next column. Then j becomes 2 now. J becomes 2. I is equal, row is also 2. So print star. It will print that. Then j tries to go for 3 because I plus 1. So is 3 is less than 3, condition is false, it comes out. Then it goes to the print function. See, observe here what happens. It goes to the next row after executing print. Then I becomes 3. Then j becomes 1. Then print star. Then j becomes 2. I becomes 3. Print star. Then I is 3. J equals 3. Print star. Yes. Then j tries to take 4, but so 4 is less 4 is not possible. So it comes out of the j loop and it's try to execute the print function. So the moment when you see the print function, automatically the cursor goes to the next row. Then I becomes 4. That is here. So then j is equal to 1. Then print star. Then I is equal to, j is equal to 2. 2 is less than 5. Condition is true. Print star. Then j becomes 3. 3 is less than 5. Condition is true. Print star. Then j becomes 4. 4 is less than 5. Condition is true. Print star. And then j becomes straight to 5. So 5 is less than 5. Condition is false. So it comes out and go to the print function. So then the cursor goes to the next line. Again, I is equal to 5. Is 5 is less than 6. Condition is true. Then j takes the value as 1. So then 1 is less than 6. Yes, condition is true. Print star, first one. Then j is equal to 2. Print second star. Then j is equal to 3. Print third star. Then j is equal to 4. Print star. That is fourth row, fourth column. Then j is equal to 5. Is 5 is less than 6. Condition is true. Print star. Then j becomes 6. 6 is less than 6. Condition is false. Then it goes to the print function. The print function automatically go to the next line. Then I is equal to 6. Is 6 is less than 6. Condition is false. So therefore it comes out of the inner loop or outer loop also. So this is how you will be able to execute or write a Python program for star pattern of the right angle triangle by using the Python. Thank you.